Welcome to Using Video Annotations. What we're going to do here is talk directly on top of a video of a teacher teaching. So this is what you're going to need. You're going to need a YouTube account. If you have a Gmail address, that'll work for you. You can just sign into YouTube using your Gmail account. But you can't make video annotations if you're not signed in. So make sure you sign in. When you open the link that I sent you over email or from the wiki, you may see a pink bar across the top of the video. If you see that, that means you need to sign in. So please click that word that says here, sign into YouTube, and you'll be able to add annotations. You'll also need to make sure that annotations are turned on. If you don't see any annotations toggle buttons, you're probably not logged in correctly. So the viewing annotations toggle button is on the lower right hand side of the viewing screen. It's a little arrow pointed up. The writing annotations button is on the upper right hand side of the screen. That's a red square box with a white triangle in the middle. Make sure that you have annotations turned on. To add a comment using annotations is pretty easy. I'm going to walk you through the steps of doing that right now, and then we're going to practice adding comments to a video. The first step is to click the transparent button in the lower left hand side of the screen. When you click that middle button, it'll bring up three options. Now, only the two on the left will actually allow you to write something. Let's stick to the speech bubble farthest to the left for now. After you click the speech bubble, then you'll have a few other choices. You'll have, of course, the space in the middle there where you can add your text. Then you could change the color with those little boxes to the right of that. And then when you've finished adding the text, just click Publish, and that'll insert your comment right into the video. At the end, if you like, you can change the amount of time that your comment is displayed on the screen using those little yellow triangles in the lower left-hand corner on the timeline. That's pretty much it. After this, you should be set to add video annotations to a YouTube video.
Next, we're going to talk about turning the critical feedback that you broke up for homework, that resulted from our portfolio critique. We're going to be taking that feedback and turning that into a graphic. Okay. Last week, when we talked about the results from the portfolio discussion, we put up a body of text, and we broke it into sentences. We broke it kind of into partial sentences, into main points, right? If you remember that, nod yes. Okay? So, and you have done that? Nod yes. What we're going to do today is take those, look at the pieces of critical feedback, which were like negative type reactions to the web page, like your link is broken, or they were design alternatives like you should make your text bigger, having gray text on a white background, I can't read it, you should change that to black. Design alternatives are also critical feedback, so there's two types of critical feedback. We're going to take that, put them into categories, and then make a chart. Now, there are a lot of people who aren't here today. I'm not talking to them, I'm talking to you. You, in your wiki groups, will need to contact them and include them on the graphic that you're making. They're going to need to do this on their own during break. You were in class today, so you'll be done with this by the end of a class time. They're going to need to fill in some information. People who are here are the ones who are going to be making the categories and starting the activity rolling. And people who are not here are going to have to catch up on their own. What I'm going to show you is a way to make a chart or a graph using collaborative software. Basically, it's Google Docs. It's a page on Google where multiple people can access it. You'll put in the data from your the results of your portfolio critique, and you'll collaboratively make a graph with the people who are not here today. Basically, at the end of this class, you'll send them an email. Here's the link where we've developed our data. I've included your Gmail address as a member, and then you're basically done. They'll come along and they'll put in their information, and next week, after 2 weeks, you'll have a graph to put into your portfolio discussion.
Take a second now and see if you'd like to go back and change the length of your comments or edit what you said.